tifu by training my dog to be too obedient. Everyone thinks their dog is the best, but seriously mine is pretty cool. Now that I work from home we spend basically every minute of every day together, and we vibe perfectly. He sleeps in while I shower and get ready, then a morning walk, then he naps while I work, lunch together, we use a leash but it's superfluous, so on and so on. The most protest I get from him is when I want to snuggle. He doesn't, and he'll crawl closer inch by inch until I leave him alone. We also have a fenced in backyard and a dog door, so he has free reign of the house and backyard most days. Today we have a repair guy working in the backyard, so Camden has to stay inside. He hasn't complained at all, and asked only once to go out to pee, and this is where I fucked up. He watched the repair guy for a second, he peed, and then he watched the repair guy again. I assumed that meant he was done, so I called him inside, and the little bastard hesitated. I assumed he just wanted to be outside longer, so I called him again, and he trotted back in like the best damn dog he is. Then he sugar in the middle of the floor. TL. Doctor, my dog loves me so much he sugar in the floor instead of disobeying me. Tax link. My mom has taught their dog to wait until someone gives him permission to eat, because otherwise he would gobble up his food too fast, and he also showed early signs of food aggression as a puppy, and now he absolutely will not eat until you give him a permission. He will just sit in front of his bowl and drool. One time my mom was giving him food and someone called her. She forgot to give a permission, spoke on the phone for 15 minutes, and then went to watch TV. Then she started to wonder where the dog was. The poor guy was still sitting in the kitchen, drooling and waiting for permission to eat. I got tired of my cat weaving through my legs while I was trying to put food in her bowl, so I taught her to sit. Then I got tired of her sitting on my foot, so she has to sit on a mat a couple feet away from her bowl until I give her the okay. Once I got distracted throwing the empty food can away and forgot to give her permission to eat for about 2 minutes. She very softly meowed from her mat, and I felt terrible. Lol, she got a special treat for being so good. I love those little meows. Sometimes I can hear, "Look idiot, I did your little ritual. Now give me my food." Apostrophe. If I call my dog and she needs more time she does a little twirl. It makes me laugh sometimes, like she's saying bitch I need to walk around for 3-4 minutes sniffing before I cop a squad. We don't deserve dogs. I have a boxer, turned 13, 2 weeks ago, the one in my profile pic. He'll do the same exact thing. He is obedient to a fault. And yes, the shit on the floor has been done after I called him while it was raining. He reminds me to give him his heart and thyroid pills, and he knows by the time of night when it's time to go to bed. He's also the omega dog. He'll take the least superior position in a group of people, gladly. Boxers are so awesome. Stubborn, hard-headed, wonderful. Meanwhile my pug pissed all over my bed because it rained outside and didn't want to get his feet wet. I would have taken sugar in the floor, haha. Carry him put and hold an umbrella over him. It worked with my water-hating terrier. Oh, he'll go if we make him, which is the worst thing. He's just a major a-hole, that's all. Your doggo looks absolutely adorable. My dog was taught to wait after drinking water until someone wipes his mouth with a special towel, and I still remember very vividly that at one point I had to start following him to the kitchen because he refused to drink if no one was holding his towel ready. OMG, my sister's dog needs this. Here's an English bulldog with all of the wrinkles, so drinking water means flooding the kitchen. Mine purposefully ignores me when she needs to poo. She looks at me like, "No, I don't think I will." Apostrophe. We got in the habit of telling our dog to go potty every time they had to go to the bathroom. After a few years of this, she is hit by a car. Really bad shape. The vet takes her and fixes her, and then a few days later we get a call. The vet is very concerned. Our dog had been out of surgery for over 2 days but hasn't gone to the bathroom yet. They think something is seriously wrong, but they don't know what. My dad, completely straight-faced, "Well, did you ask her to go potty?" The vet said no. Be right back. About a minute later they return. You can pick her up anytime. My sister has a 14-year-old Yorkie, and when he gets mad at someone, Like they have been ignoring him or not doing something he wants. He takes a sugar at their doorway. I've stepped in it probably 3 times over the years, and usually he only does it once every 6 months or so, but he did it last week to my mom. Because instead of taking him on his usual walk when he came over, she went to run errands and then worked on her computer for a couple of hours. Apparently the old bastard I call baby grandpa did not like that lol. Corgis are so smart. I have walked dogs in a previous job and I walked a corgi once. The front door was downstairs and he barked from the steps like he was talking to me. He guided me up the stairs to the kitchen, to the pantry where his food was so I could feed him. I was mind blown. This is a case of r/malicious compliance/ if I've ever seen it. One time my dog was outside doing her thing and I thought she was done and I couldn't see her, so I called her inside and the poor thing was walking and pooping at the same time to come to me. I felt so guilty, like, no honey, you can keep pooping, I'm sorry. After reading these comments I rolled over and cuddled my dog. He's the best. My golden knows bedtime. If you stay up too late, he will start whining at you until you go to bed. If my dog poops in the house, it's because I didn't let him out and never because he didn't try to hold it. He poops on the opposite side of the house. It's pretty adorable. I'd never get mad at him for it because I know it's my fault. I used to have a dog. W. Hollett was a very good boy, but he wasn't what you'd call obedient. And he never really acted up, he just minded his own business. But he'd only listen to commands when he felt like it, which was fine. Because like I said, he minded his own business. Still ill. One time he gave me the proudest moment I've ever had as a dog owner. One day I'm walking him, and he stops to take a poop on someone's lawn. I'm a responsible dog owner. So I had a bag already in hand the second he started to do his poop ritual. An old lady comes out of the house and starts yelling at me not to let him poop on her lawn. By that point it was too late, and she didn't want to hear it. If you've ever spent any time around dogs, you know you don't really have any control over where they shit. They just hunt out the perfect patch of grass and go for it. Whatever. There, I ignore her, pick it up, and get on with my life. Next time I was walking him that way, I jokingly told him to take a sugar in her front walkway. I guess he didn't have to poop, but he immediately cocked his leg and peed all over the walkway. Never been so proud of any dog I've owned. After our walk I usually hang his leash on the doorknob. He tends to run if not, and I clean his button paws with wet tissue. Then I'd unleash him. This one time I needed to pee really badly, so I ran to the bathroom, then I went to do other stuff. Totally forgot to unleash him. 10 minutes later, I was wondering where my dog was, and I found him obediently sitting by the door. Still leash so he couldn't go anywhere. He didn't protest or anything. Just casually waiting for me to unleash him. Oops. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.